Good evening, kindreds, Cainites, new tins. Welcome to another episode of Oxford by Night. This episode we will start with long-anticipated fight between the coterie and the prince. To remind you where we left off, to relive that moment, I would like to start with the statement that is happening in the secret chambers in Littlemore, where my dear players that are with me today are to face probably a final night. My name is Lesha, I am Game Master Virtuoso, and I will be your storyteller. With me is...
My name is Declan, and I play Malik, the Nosferatu Archon.
My name is Jan, and I play Theodora, the Tremere.
Those two members of the coterie are deep in the Tremere secret chambers, surrounded by the bloody flames and mystery of thaumaturgical magic of blood sorcery. Last we finished, Malik, you jumped on Prince, and vice versa. You crossed your blade with him. It is the time to make some tests. Remind us what is your hunger status at the moment.
1.
So I would like you to start an initiative test.
Mm-hmm. What would you like?
Awareness and wits.
Complete failure.
Complete failure.
Mm-hmm.
His initiative is 1 success. Therefore, Alexander starts his turn. As much as I remember, Theo, you are fulfilling the order of your sire and
I am.
finalizing the killing the prison of Giuseppe. You do not pay attention to what's happening behind. Am I correct?
Yes.
Malik, what is your action? What would you like to do?
My intent is to slash out his eyes and leap backwards.
So you aim with your right hand with your blade on the level of his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of using a melee and dexterity, I would like you to test your athletics and dexterity.
My what? Sorry?
Your athletics.
Mm-hmm.
As the moment you start with a hit, you could see how his hands become extremely quick and he's trying to grab your hand while you're doing that and take over your blade.
That's 6 successes.
6.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 3. The prince did not manage to grab you while you tried to attack him. So you have a chance for a successful hit. Please test your melee and dexterity.
Melee dexterity 3 and 4. That's 7 successes.
7 successes.
Mm-hmm.
I got 6. So your hit landed. You swing with your kukri. You could see that the large chunk of his bones, skin, flesh, blood, and probably one of the eyes get ripped through his skull. Yet his face did not show any form of pain, which on one side was terrifying, on the other unnatural, even for a kindred. Please roll for the damage.
Say again?
Please roll for the damage.
Damage. How many dexes is this, sorry? Is it the same roll?
That's gonna be 4 plus your strength.
Four successes.
4 success. Alright. I deducted his health points. It is his attempt to lift you up above him. You have a chance of dodging if you're having a plan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rolling 8.
Yep.
I've got 4 successes.
So that's my athletics and dexterity, right?
So,
Three successes? May I burn a
Three
willpower to
successes.
reroll 3 black dice?
you can. 3, up to 3 blank dices.
That's a total of 5 successes.
5 successes. You successfully dodged to the right. You stepped on the edge of the blood pool where the bridge is finished. You don't have a chance of next step back. You can see his eyes turns to glow red with the blood in his eyes. You're not sure what that means. Your turn.
I'm gonna try and take his head off.
Easy to say, but how do you attempt to do that?
Swing with both blades.
Alright. Please test your melee. For a clean clap, I would like to have 7 successes. That's instant death. Execution.
1, 2, 3, 4. Did you say melee and dexterity?
Yes.
I'm going to burn another willpower.
How many successes you got so far?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
So no, so it's going to tell this is my second willpower. I have one left. 6.
6.
6 successes.
So 6 successes. One less than needed. He blocked for 4 successes. Well, that gives you +2. Only one of the blades reached his body and not even a neck. He managed to cover himself with the side. And your blade hit his arm. You can roll the half of the damage, which is 4 dices. Please roll.
4 dices.
Yes.
Two.
Five success. The moment your blade hit him, it was given a sound nearly like metal hitting a metal. A clang noise. Some blood drew out. Yet, the moment your hand came back, you could see that his arm is healing straight away. Theo, you reached the 50% of the ritual incantation. Alexander's turn. Please dodge 7 successes. He's trying to grab you by your head. Frontal attack.
No.
How many successes do you have?
2.
That's
Well, 3, but it doesn't matter.
3. It doesn't. Theo is a 2.
3.
3.
1 success on the hunger die.
Okay. So, 4. Do you have a fortitude?
Nope.
Right. Raise your health bar by 3 points.
Aggravated or superficial?
Aggravated. Thanks. The moment his hand landed on you, you felt power just dragging you into him. Your neck was broken and twisted by his hand, and his fang landed in your neck. You dropped both of your blades, and the scream that you made would walk you dead. If you would like to attempt to escape from his grip, I would like you to test your brawl and your strength. And I require 4 successes.
You want what, sorry?
Brawl and strength. And I need you to have 4 successes.
I don't have rolls, so it's just going to be raw strength.
And how many do you got of strength?
3.
3, so it's impossible for you to get out. You don't have enough.
Unless I get a crit.
Sorry?
Unless I have a crit
On 3
on my
dice.
strength, right? Mm-hmm.
Give a roll.
Oh my god, it's 3 exactly. I'm not even kidding.
That's 3 successes on 3 dice, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Right. In that heroic attempt, I will allow it. It's more like you ripped off part of your neck from his jaw than actually release yourself. You land on a floor with a half of your neck bite off. You are back underneath his fist. You're heavily bleeding. I would like you to increase your hunger by 2 points.
Okay.
He's also smiling and laughing, mumbling, "Who's the boss now?" Like
Certainly not you, you bastard. Is that what you've got?
that's the only thing he can say in this stage.
Oh, I see what's going on here. Can he see me in full view right now?
Repeat question, please.
Can the prince see me in full view right now?
Yes.
Okay.
You actually have an eye contact. You are 2 meters away from him and the only point of interest of him in this room at the moment. We continue the combat, yet the combat through the conversation was interrupted. Therefore, we can test the initiative again. Please roll wits and awareness. I have 3 successes.
1.
You have 1.
1.
Whoa.
Mhm.
What's your attempt?
I want to break his line of sight. Either by getting behind him, or essentially just getting out so he can't see me.
So you jumping to the pool of blood.
Yeah.
Right. There's no test required for that. Yet, I will test that he managed to touch you before you do that. He succeeded in an initiative, allowed to do so. I'm testing 6 dices and I want 4 successes. And I've got 6 successes. So the moment your face already hit the blood, you felt a grip on your foot, on your ankle. He lifts you up from the blood. Your turn.
What would you like, sorry?
Your turn.
My turn. I'm going to attempt to escape his grasp.
Bye.
With my other free leg, kick him in the face?
Sure. Roll and dexterity. Roll a strength, sorry.
Three.
0. Yeah. test your strength again, please.
Three.
You could hear bones cracking underneath your foot, underneath your shoes. That was some form of attack that he did not expect. Was not prepared for that. He obviously let you go. He tried to hold your face, but you haven't seen him afterwards because you dived into the swimming pool. Which, by the way, just by absorbing the blood, you can reduce your hunger by 1 point. And which is the first thing that came to your senses, Theo, when you finished the incantation. The wall of blood between you and Jezebel become a more physical, less transparent. It is looking now like red glass instead of some sort of energy. Jezebel is secured. She is locked. And the moment you stop the incantation, you heard when Malik dived to the blood on the side of the island. You turn around, yet there's no one. You're completely alone.
Malik? I'm gonna look closer at the blood because I heard the splash.
You can see where's the place where he jumped in. In a moment, he appeared on the surface of the blood. You can see Theo kneeling next to the edge of the bridge.
Where did he go?
Who? Malik, what's going on?
The prince.
He was here?
I motion to the side of my neck.
You can see a chunk of his neck just missing.
God, this is not the best place for this.
No, definitely not. I'm going to attempt to pull myself out of the water.
I'm gonna lend him a hand.
You get out.
I'm going to recover my blades.
Mm-hmm. You put them back.
Keep them just equipped. I'm not going to sheath them. I'm going to keep them out because I still feel in danger. Did you finish the ritual?
It is done.
Good. Then
Giuseppe is not getting out anytime soon.
Smashing. I suggest we leave.
Up there are lots of people. If he chases us, that's gonna be a serious breach of the Masquerade. I don't really know what's the best solution here.
From what I believe, my dear, he already has breached the Masquerade by killing all of your clan.
Maybe, but it has not been made public in the Kain media or anything. If he chases us as we leave, the whole hospital will be endangered. We should still be on our way, but let's be wary.
Indeed. If you'd be so kind, my dear, I lift my hip up to point to where my phone is.
Okay, I'm gonna take out his phone.
Completely damaged.
Cool.
Oh fuck.
Shit. Well, there goes that idea. Let's go.
Let's go indeed. We need to head for the car. Hopefully, we will be able to get away.
You leaving the sanctum.
Yes.
Nothing stood in your way by hiding. And I mean, well, Theo, you left without a problem. Malik, you are 360-degree covered in blood. Fully.
In that case,
wet.
should I activate Unseen Passage?
Even with Unseen Passage, you will leave spots of blood. Tap. On a clean corridors of the hospital.
I hope they have cleaners.
I don't think that's the most of our concern here.
It's a hospital, what's the worst? They see this stuff every day.
It's a mental hospital. Never mind that, let's go.
Indeed.
You're activating Unseen Passage anyway, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Browse check.
I will make the roads check. See you later.
You become more. You both close the doors of the vehicle that you arrived in. You are saved in a car park of the Littlemore clinic. Yet, even still undead, you could say you heavily breathe. Malik, please add 1 hunger point due to the fact that you're still bleeding. You're trying to squeeze the neck as much as you can. The wound is weird. You never felt the wound like that before. And let me remind you that last week you've been even bit by a werewolf. Yet you cannot compare that it's bigger pain or lesser pain. But you definitely sense something wrong with that wound.
This is not good.
You can sense
Can I
it
be able
starts
to
to
get to the
sting.
car?
You both
I
are
don't
in the
know.
car. Who is the driver?
Me.
And where do you drive to?
Any semi-safe place we can haul ourselves in for a moment? Malik?
Take me to the university.
Okay, we're driving to the university.
To which part of the university? There's more than 3 buildings of a university.
I need to find Unrested.
Where would he be?
I assume where he usually is inside the university, which is outside the prince's office.
So you're going straight to Elysium.
Hmm.
I guess so.
Well, you start to drive. The GPS set it course. It's a short 8 minutes drive. The roads are pretty much empty at this time, and things stood on a disturbance until the city center, where you can see a barricaded street, an army, military,
Shit.
having a roadblock, police
Scheiße.
in a high visible jackets, making people that the other ways. And those who necessarily need to go through are having a temperature control check, blood check, ID check. You can see a car of CDC. People in hazmats. And pretty much every road leading to city center, where is the Elysium, looks like that. You can see helicopters in the sky.
Well,
making rounds.
this is good.
We could try and find a payphone if you remember Anderson's number.
It sounds like a good idea.
Okay. I'm gonna drive around and try and find a payphone then.
Not a problem. Even in the old part of town, you can see the red English phones. You stopped where the possibility of the closest distance to one appeared. And you turn off the engine. Which one of you going to the payphone?
You call him Malik. I'm gonna try and look out for the prince in case he followed us.
Good idea. I'm getting out of the car.
Mm-hmm.
Making my way to the payphone and
Few people
punching
in. Most of them drunk, to be honest, due to the local pubs and then possibly parties. Some of them really scared by what's happening on the other side of the town. But none really pay attention to you. You get in, you close yourself in a payphone. You lift the handle, the speaker, and I would like you to test your intelligence and survival.
Mhm.
I want 3 successes.
You can have 3 successes.
Yeah.
Yep, 3 successes on the dot.
Start to hitting the glass with your hand. Start to reminding yourself the number. And then a muscle memory took over. You typed in the correct number. You can see the line. Yes. You can hear on the other side of the phone.
Unrested.
Obviously. Who is that?
It's Malik, sir.
Mm-hmm. I'm all ears.
We need to talk. Can you meet me somewhere?
Your haven.
No, compromised. Nowhere is safe for me right now.
Give me a moment. You in the city center.
Close. The CDC and the guards have not seen us just yet.
2 streets from here is a nightclub owned by my friend. He will mend you and hide you until I will arrive.
How do
The
you know
place-
that I am hurt?
I can hear you.
Of course.
The place is called the Thirst.
Okay. I will see you there. I'm getting out of the booth. Hood up. Just to try and
What did he say?
2 streets, there's a club. We have to go there. He will meet us there, and hopefully I will get healed. This wound is getting worse and worse. I don't know what he has done, but it is burning. It's worse than the werewolf.
We better hurry then.
That is a good idea.
You start the engine and you drive to the location provided, which was literally less than 5 minutes drive. Few streets, couple blocks away. Yeah, you could easily walk that distance.
That's fine.
And you stopped on a half-empty street in the middle of the night. Well, it is unusual for those streets to be empty. It is unusual for this district to be so quiet. Most of the pubs are empty, and there's plenty of them on the street. Cinema is closed, shops are obviously closed, that is nothing new, but pubs and clubs, most of them should be still open, full of people, full of kin. Well, they are not. At the end of the main street, you can see a blockade that is just to be set up. You can see hazmat people. You can see heavy SWAT, military. You turn off the engine as quick as possible, hoping that they didn't start the lights of your car.
Well, in we go.
Is anyone gonna meet us there?
I was told to ask for Roberto. And Rusted will meet us here.
Okay.
Theodoro, I don't have much left in me. If this goes south, please take care of yourself.
I'll try.
And whatever happens, if this thing inside of me gets loose, show no mercy.
Okay.
Okay,
Don't lose hope, Malik. I'm gonna grab him by the arm and support him as we walk.
The moment out of the car and you've been like a meter away from the front doors, they start to open. And you saw a tall gentleman, okay, far away from me. You see a proper street punk with a mohawk on the side, goth punk makeup, black lips, tons of piercing on the face, tattoos on the neck, on the face. He's tall but young. He is bare-chested. He got piercing in his nipples. He got lettered trousers, not even closed up correctly. Heavy, broken boots. He opened the doors. Started laughing a little. He bowed, like he's inviting you inside.
Thank you.
The brightest couple of Oxford, Malik and Theo. Welcome, welcome in my humble haven. I am Roberto. I heard so much about you. He closed,
Good evening, Roberto.
kicking them. That doesn't look good.
No,
No, it doesn't. Herr Roberto, do you have blood? Malik needs assistance.
Join me upstairs. He showed you the staircase leading to the flats above the club. After a couple of meters up, you went to the corridor. He opened one of the doors. You can see a proper crack house, like plenty of people just high and unconscious, watching TV or listening to music. Most of them sleep. Help yourself. He smiled and clapped Malik in the back.
Thank you. I'm lunging for the first unconscious person I see and digging my fangs in.
The only question is, do you kill?
No.
So you feast on more than one.
Yep. I'm going around the room helping myself.
You saw the monstrosity that Malik became. You can see how he turned into a beast instead of let him beast go, if you know what I mean. He on purpose act like one. Roberto, holding you by both arms, starts leading you to the next room. Like, he don't want to watch that, and clearly he don't want you to see that as well. Therefore you went in, led by him, to a kitchen that is full of mess and all boxes and empty bottles of alcohol. I'm really sorry to what happened to your sire. He starts to opening the cupboards, looking for a glass, which he struggled to find.
We still need to take care of that mess. We didn't really have time to take care of it. Roberto, have you noticed any of the higher-ups acting weird in the last days?
Every single one of them, ma'am.
Well,
He put a
weirder
clean
than
glass
usual.
in front of you. After that, he cut his hand and he started pouring his own blood to the glass in front of you.
I'll pass, thank you. I am not hungry. And
That's
too
a new
distressed to
thing.
think.
He grabbed a cloth and started rubbing his hand. Simply trying to be nice.
I understand. But I simply cannot allow myself to indulge in the needs of the body when there is so much to take care of.
Yeah, whatever. I agree. It's so nice to have you here. I mean, like, I got so many questions. I'm like, damn. I know Unrested for a while, yo, and he was like telling me, like, whatever. Soon, Roberto, soon you will be, you know, wherever. And now, boom! Fucking wizard in my fucking house. Fuck yeah. And a fucking, this guy, whatever fucking name he is, like, you know, clan-wise, yeah? Fucking epic.
If you want to see it that way, you're welcome to.
I had Unrested is coming.
That's what we're counting on.
That might be fucking difficult due to the fact that Sunlight Gunner soon show up. But yeah, you're fucking safe in here. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, You're safer than, you know what I'm saying. You got my point.
Your aid is most welcome.
I mean, like any of those motherfuckers, he pull up the gun. I'm gonna be like, bang, bang, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying, yeah? I'm gonna like execute them. Fuck yeah. Malik, you came back to your senses. You can reduce your hunger and your wounds start to heal. Start.
Boss. I'm gonna leave the room and go in whatever direction I
You can
imagine
hear them
they
in the
would be.
kitchen.
Can I hear them?
Yes.
I'm gonna go to them.
So, your mom, yeah? The Cassandra was like a pro bitch, yeah? That's what I heard.
The biggest
I'm
bitch
like,
of the clan.
yeah, she was like, don't want to mess with that whore. I mean, like, yeah, whole town was apparently shaking their asses about it. Or shaking her ass. I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm like, I got my own task.
Cassandra was interesting and powerful.
That's what the dudes in Elysium said, yo. That she was, interesting. Yeah. She was one of those. Hey, shitface, feel better now? Yeah, you do.
Mark,
Huh?
thank you for your hospitality.
Not a problem, you're like a brother to me, yo. I mean, soon.
Oh, really? Soon?
I'm one of the chosen by Unrested, yo.
Oh.
Become his, you know how you call it.
Yes. I assume you don't seriously want to look like this, do you?
Seriously, I don't want. Yeah, you're right on that, brother. Give us your glass with the blood that was in front of Theo.
Roberto, would you mind leaving the room and giving us a bit of time to talk?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna be like, he unload the gun. I'm gonna be fucking downstairs waiting for the Zasco to fucking show up so I can make it fucking look like a fucking cheese, with the whole one. He went in
Alberto.
He stopped. Yeah, what's up?
The safety's still on.
Is it? God fucking damn it. I don't need that to fucking kill them. I'm gonna fucking slide them off anyway. He started walking down. He closed the doors to the kitchen. And you seem to have some privacy.
A crude individual, but seems honest.
I like him. He looks... well... reminds me of myself in my youth.
Does he?
Very scantily clad. I just kind of toss the glass onto the countertop. Just...
Smell
I
blood of human.
didn't really catch whatever was happening. Really catch what was happening. What can you catch me up on what was happening when I was casting ritual?
Well, the prince killed the Banu Hakim, from what I can tell. They both went into the pool of bloody water, and he came out. And that phrase, "who's the boss?" again, that man wasn't himself. Anyway, he proceeded to try and give me the final death. I did not let him.
Perhaps it is time for me to finally tell you that the person who Ian pointed towards when asked who was the person behind the slaughtering of my clan was the prince.
Really?
Yes.
I assumed much. I don't think he's in his right mind.
He doesn't act like he is.
Something's going on here, and I want to find out what.
Well, unrest is coming. Hopefully,
Yes.
he will be an asset we can use.
I do hope he's not too cross with me. The man has a very pretty face. It's a shame if he gets cross.
Have you told him that you have found me?
No. Actually, yes. Wait. Yes. Yes.
I'm sure he was glad.
I hope so.
I mean, it's
not.
been a while since we last saw each other, considering the whole thing.
He's not going to be happy with me knowing that I went one-on-one with the prince, but we're both still alive at the end of it.
I mean, you didn't have a choice.
Somebody jumped in on the window.
No, but
You can
At
see a
least-
figure holding the window on the side. He's crouching. It's definitely him. There's a person, a grown-up adult with a long beard and long hairs, curly hairs. He's wearing some sort of coat, you would say, like a old cowboy duster. He got eye patch made of bandana on his right eye, and some white paintings underneath. You do not recognize the description of any local kindred. He knocked to the glass.
Alberto,
You hear-
calling for
You opening the doors from the
I
kitchen?
don't- No. I'm not moving. I'm keeping my eyes on.
The claws start to grow on his hand. He open the window silently as he could, still watching both of you. He opened the window wide, moved his legs in front.
My hand is on my kukuri dagger.
Licks.
Theodora, get behind me.
I don't have a feral intention.
And who?
And what is your intention, sir?
I'm looking for your friends, Mr. Malik. He closed the window. Giuseppe.
I haven't seen him in quite a few nights, actually. What night is it? What day is it? I don't know. How long are we down there for?
It is Sunday morning.
I don't know where he is. I'm sorry. Who are you?
Can you pass a message to him?
Sure.
Yes, Theo. My name is Zach. I'm of a clan of the Gangrel. Our elder needs to speak with Giuseppe.
Who might be your elder?
That's for Giuseppe to know.
Okay.
It's regard the Garou that he plays in the mall.
That he what?
He ripped off the head of the lupine in Oxford Centre.
Yes.
Therefore, my elder want to meet with him.
We'll be sure to pass on the message.
That's very
Indeed.
of you, usurper. Thank you. I wasn't talking to you. So, ask him to meet us.
I will.
He can find us at the edge of the Thames.
Repeat, sorry?
He can find us at the edge of the Thames.
Edge of the...
Thames. I'll just ask him to howl and we will find him. The doors opened, and the undressed walked in.
Good
The
evening,
gangrel
sir.
bowed. Unrested. Show a weird, untasteful expression on his face, like, what the fuck you doing in here? Zach, get the fuck out. Now. And Gangrel, bowing, still facing the sheriff, jump off through the window. I'm glad you are okay. He tossed your head like you are his teenager. Then he moved your neck like that and started to sniff your wound. He sit down next to a table on a chair in the kitchen. He lift the glass of Roberta's blood, sniff it, and have a sip. And he spit.
Yeah, I didn't indulge.
I do not like cocaine. So,
Yes, Unrested, when I say what I am about to say, you're not going to like any of it. I take out both my daggers and put them on the table in front of him.
who are you? She looked at you.
This...
Mr. Unrested, we have met before. I am the child of Cassandra.
Are you?
Theodora. Yes. I have been around here for the past 4 years.
Then
I'm sure
why I
Malik
don't know
can
you?
confirm. Malik can confirm. He knows me. He has seen me around.
Yes, I have, sir. You know her, sir.
He looked underneath the table. He started to stare at you. You can see all the tattoos on his hands as he took off the gloves. And
Sir,
you're a German doctor.
Yes.
Something flashing lights, but be honest, it's not because I just didn't pay attention. I suppose. My bad. How is that you are still alive if everyone else is dead? What have you done to your clan?
I've done nothing. When my clan got slain, I was on the way from the mental clinic, from the holding place of Jezebel. I have been jumped by a group of kine and then saved by a Finblood named Ian,
I
who
beg
later
your pardon,
staked me.
stop right there. You know about the Jezebel.
Yes, Jezebel has been my duty.
What do you mean Jezebel has been your duty?
The seal laid upon her has to be refreshed every 3 to 4 days. I was the one tasked by Cassandra with refreshing the seal.
You're trying to tell me that Jezebel has not met the final night?
From what I know, our clan has been tasked by the prince with keeping her alive as a sort of living trophy.
If I may interrupt.
Yes, my dear son.
Thank you. Speaking of the prince, I point to the massive, healing wound in my neck. Who do you think did this?
He looked at Cassandra. Sorry, Theodora. She looked at you. Probably Prince, you're gonna say.
Yes.
It was in fact the prince. From what Ian the Finblood said, he was also the one responsible for the slaying of the Oxford Tremere.
Ian, the Tin Blood.
Yes.
That might be not enough to convince the Primogen.
He is not himself, sir. He has been compelled.
He is full of shit, dirty fucking liar. That's what he is for sure. Yet still Prince. And as long as he holds this title, I bow. This is what builds the Camarilla, the order, and respect to traditions.
When I say that when the prince did this, I did not let him. We fought.
From what I heard from the Sun Sentence Coterie, they have encountered a phrase that the various people have been repeating. And one of them was the prince.
I will show you who's the boss. He said it, Darling has said it. And Rose's sire has said it. There seems to be a theme going on here.
Famous last words.
What do you mean,
His
sir?
pupils become unequal. One of them is wider than the other, and they exchange. You can see many colors through his eyes, like a reflection of his TV. He started to cry with love from both eyes, from the edges,
Sir,
and then from the inside, and then from the middle. He became pale. The blush of life completely disappeared. He was in such a trance for maybe 5 seconds while he stood still. After that, he heavily swallowed the blood in his mouth.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
He corrected his hairs, unbuttoned his shirt. Well, he looked at you while you walked to him.
I'm gonna attempt to wipe the tears away from his face.
We're looking for a red butterfly then.
Sir?
And we need to cleanse it with fire.
I take my blades from in front of him, point me in a direction, and I sheath them.
Rose. I
What about
saw
her?
the knowledge of my elders, yet it was unclear. The butterfly said the words, "Who's the boss now?" And I sense tons of pain and misery, and I sense the powerless, the victimization of the night, abuse, control, or rather lack of it, and a red butterfly landing on Rose's head. I do not understand what I saw.
You're not the only one that's been seeing butterflies, sir.
Yet the only clear image was Rose. His phone.
What must I do?
Sorry, what was your question?
What must I do?
I have to answer the phone call from a prince.
I'm backing up. Like
May I
combat
have
ready.
some privacy? Both of you.
Of course.
Yes. I'm leaving the room.
Same.
You join in the living room with plenty of people with infected coma and thermo issues regarding the blood loss. The TV is set up on MTV or some different kind of music channels. Through the windows you can see red and blue lights flashing up from the police cars and emergency services. Does any of you have an auspex? Hidden senses?
Can you repeat that, please?
Do you have an auspex?
Yes. Two dots.
And was seen the unseen or heightened senses?
Sense the unseen.
So none of you could hear the conversation that Prince and Unarrested had. But it took you 6-7 minutes of watching the dumbest TV shows ever mankind could possibly created. Stupid commercials and stupid faces of stupid mortals. Or maybe just the mood that's inflicted to you somehow. After those let's call it 6 minutes. Unrest open the doors in the kitchen and invite you.
Let's go.
He sat down on the opposite side of the table.
Well, how much trouble am I in?
He did not mention you in any word.
Sorry?
He did not mention you in any word. The phone call was regarding Giuseppe.
You've got to be kidding me.
Apparently Giuseppe slayed Sebastian.
What?
That's not possible.
Are you sure he's gone?
They found the ash. Malik,
What are your orders?
it is your coterie.
Yes.
He already turned the eyes of the Second Inquisition on us. All that you can see outside is happening because of him.
There must be something I can do. I do not want one member of my coterie to get executed when it is not his fault. It is mine.
This way or another, tonight there will be execution. Held by you. And last time I checked out his order, the Primogen is already informed.
The prince's orders.
Malik, look at me. The Camarilla order. Prince is merely a title. Person behind him is not important. The important is the order, our sect. The tradition older than any civilization. You do not disrespect the traditions of our father. I raised you better than that.
Fine.
I will bring you your victim, and you will execute him, and he will be called Rose's sire.
Fine.
Are the lists of the Toreadors I can spare. That's going to be an easy peek. So tonight you're going to show up and you will proceed with the execution in front of the whole Primogen. And you will behave. And you will make me proud. Otherwise, there will be nothing I can do for you.
Okay. One more thing, sir. Should the prince and I cross paths again, if he intends to take my life again, what must I do?
If that's gonna be in public, you do nothing. If that's gonna be without a witness, you slit his throat and take his head. And if anyone asks, it was my order.
Perfect.
Yet if you attack him in front of the primogen, there's nothing I can do.
I will be on my best behavior.
I expect nothing less. In the meantime, Theo, child of Cassandra,
Yes.
your duty towards Jezebel chained you to this town and city, domain and this tantra, as the sole and lonely Tremere of Oxford. I assume you claim the title of regent.
I do.
That will be forwarded to the primogen chambers. Well, you will sit.
Thank you.
Your meeting with the prince will have place tonight. The vote regarding your throne will also have place. Malik, you are solely responsible for the purity of the right. And it's your responsibility to make sure that she will attend the primogen meeting.
It will be done. Wouldn't be the first time I've put my life on the line right for you, Theodora, and I just slap her on the back.
Yes, well. We better prepare then.
Yes.
Put on his regards the Giuseppe. My people gonna look for him in the east part of the town for next 3 days. And east only. And they will not find him even if he will be just in front of them. You got 3 days to clear his name.
Okay.
And now that you probably got 1 vote already set in the primogen chambers, that might be much easier. He stand up, start to put his glove, wipe his face from blood, correct the tie. One more thing.
Yes.
Zach, the gangrel,
Yes.
what did he want from you?
Malik's going to take out his little notebook and just repeat the words of the elder requests Giuseppe's presence. Leave to meet. Don't know what he wants.
Whatever he wants, he better fucking get it. The clan of Gangrel holds tight with the lupines around the Oxford. we could use an alliance out there.
I don't know how well that will go, considering one of them died.
And if Giuseppe is able to provide it, he might be an asset to the sect. You received a text.
Very well.
I better get going.
Thank you for your assistance this evening, Unrested.
He lay his hand on your shoulder. Follow the path of Cain. Follow the Book of Nod.
As always.
Theo? Oh, I should say Dr. Reich. It was a pleasure to meet you again. And I'm looking
Likewise.
forward to see you at work. He left the kitchen. All you could hear was his word shout to Roberto.